good afternoon. Welcome to Rangers Radio. This pre-match show, the build-up to Rangers' victory against Dundee United at Ibrox. Join myself, Foxter, on the show. It's the one and only Port there. Afternoon, Port.
How we doing, mate? Hope you're well. Matchday, Dundee United versus Rangers, mate, at home at 3 o'clock. Do you think this will catch on, mate?
Nah, never. Never. I believe you've got the team news.
Certainly have, mate. Team today, we've got Alan McGregor in goal, Patterson, Tavernier, Goldson, Bassey, Kamara, Lundstrom, Arfield, Hadji, Kent and Morelos. The substitutes are John McLaughlin, Simpson, King, Aribo, Acuna, Wright and Fashion Jr.
Okay, so I suppose the two talking points of obviously Bonner's not made it, mate, yeah?
Yeah, I come off during the week, mate. An illness, sickness bug, whatever he had. Obviously not made it. So instead of just shuffling the defence about, I think he just went Patterson at left back, mate. I think that's pretty straightforward. And I think Aribo has been, saved due to his yellow card, mate. I think it's as simple as that. Andy has played a lot of minutes lately, Aribo.
Two birds, one. Are you thinking 2 birds, 1 stone, mate?
Aye, definitely, 100%, mate. Yep. Mm-hmm. He's been the main man, mate, for a wee while now. The driving force in the Rangers squad, the guy, the match difference.
Barisic hasn't made it, and we've brought in an international fullback to play at fullback. No bad,
That's all right, mate. It's just a wee slight step. Aye, gives Patterson another chance, mate, more minutes in his legs.
Listen, gives him a chance to shine and another string to his bow, and there's a lot of positives there. We've always thought he maybe would replace Tav. You never know, mate. You just never know.
No, but again, mate, he's shown his versatility. He's played at right back, he's played forward one under Gio, and now he's at left back. So it's a good thing to have in your repertoire, is being able to play in many positions, mate. So fair play to young lad.
Fox is a master of loads of positions, Right, okay, so in the midfield, well, you see Kamara still being the sitter, and Lundstrom and Arfield getting the free rail role, if you like.
I think Kamara's excelled in that pivot role, mate, being the screen for the back four. Lundstrom did play on the right-hand side there, 3 for Sheffield United, and he did get forward quite a lot. So interesting to see the guy back out there. I personally think it's his strongest position, mate. I don't like him sitting. I really don't. And I think him and Arfield and Hadji will go and maybe for the front 5 along with Kent Morelos, mate. Hadji will probably sit in the 10 role today. He'll probably come in one. That's what I see happening.
Yeah, okay, mate. All right. People are joining us all the time. Before they open the phone lines, can you give us a team?
It's Alan McGregor in goal, Patterson, Tavernier, Goldson, Bassey, Kamara, Lundstrom, Arfield, Hadji, Kent, Morelos. Substitutions are McLaughlin, Simpson, King, Aribo, Acuna, Wright and Fashion Jr.
Who's that number 2 for us, Port?
Sorry, mate?
Who's the number 2 for us?
James Tavernier.
How does that go in that song?
I don't know. I'm not singing it. I'm not singing songs.
So I think you'll find that his name's Tavernier, yeah?
Aye, everybody says that. Mate.
Yeah, I don't think it.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
It doesn't work with your stuff, You and Alex Kelly will need to cut a new album for Christmas, mate. Yeah?
I'm not getting involved, mate. I'm not getting involved.
Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Do you think there's any chance that the fullbacks could be a wee bit more adventurous today, mate? Because I think they'll play with one up front, max.
I don't know, mate. I've just under Gio, I've not seen it at all. I think they get forward, at times. But when you think away Tav and Bonner or Patterson, whoever's been our fullbacks in the past, Bassey, they always bombed under the previous gaffer. But under Van Bronckhorst, he seems to, first and foremost, he's keep the 0. So he likes to keep that back door shut and keep it tight, mate. And then the front 5, they go and do the damage. And I think it's worked out very well, because I think the reason the front five are so adventurous is because they know in recent games under Gio, that back five, if you like, including Kamara, the sixth player, has been defensively solid, mate, and we're not getting goals up. So it lets them have the freedom to know they've got them guys in behind them. So if they make a mistake, there's a defence here that are solid that can clean their mistakes up, and the guys at the front can go and, express themselves and really, punish teams, which have been doing, mate, under Gio.
Mm-hmm. All right, young boy King made the bench. Positive for him. New manager, like you, always good.
Like to see that, mate. Like to see that again. Like Patterson, I know the boy's very highly thought of, and some big clubs in England and throughout Europe are monitoring the boy's situation. So it's wise decision, I think, to get the young man on the bench. He's not there for nothing, mate. He's obviously deserved it in training. So fair play to Gio for giving youth a chance.
Sniff of the barmaid's apron, mate. Start getting your feel, see where you get you. If you're lucky, you get minutes, and
exactly.
Then you move on, I think if you're a young player, you would have been happier with the 5 substitutes, wouldn't you?
Aye, definitely.
So look, people will see the Aribo situation both ways. It'll be a wonderful decision come 5 o'clock tonight. We'll be shouting and bawling, mate.
Aye, well, as long as, again, it's another day for Hadjioks, Jerry. We'll probably get to come in one today and play in Aribo's position. There's another chance for him to try and, make his mark at Rangers. I think he's huffed and puffed over previous games. He's showed a bit of endeavour and stuff at times.
I've not seen him in Aribo's position, mate, with that team. Who's going to play in the right hand of the front?
Aye, true. I was going to say Arfield, but no, he'll probably go on the right then. Aye, you're probably right, mate.
I think Hadji will play in the same role as he did in Wednesday evening, if I'm being honest, mate. Listen, I've been banged before a long time ago, but we'll see. I think there's flexibility and movement in our team, yeah?
Well, that's what the front five do, isn't it? If you notice it, the day interchange quite a lot. Kent done it a few times during the Wednesday there, when he came to the right-hand side. So there is movement and there is fluidity with that front five. So I am looking forward to today, mate. After all, I think Rangers are the best footballing side, as in footballing side, in the country, by a country mile, by the way. And that goal, the team goal from the Wednesday night's game against St Johnstone, mate, I've watched it a couple of times, and it's reminiscent for me of the one we scored against Galatasaray. And when we're on top like that, mate, that's the sort of football we can play. There's near a club in this country.
They're showing you the Arsenal goal a lot in the media.
Yeah.
Yep. There's similarities, mate. Similarities, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't think
plus, it was scored within the 96 minutes of a football match last,
That's weird, that. I think they're still playing now, mate, aye.
But anyway, it was a great goal, great movement, great ball. Everything was good. The weights of the passes, the run for Morelos, the run for Kent, everything was good. And talking about somebody who's always good, we've been joined by Andy for Leeds.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just waiting to see whether you're going to bang me out before I say anything.
I'm not finished yet.
I know. I've seen the team there right enough. It's obvious, isn't it? Barisic injured and he's not wanting to risk the booking on Rebo, is it? So it's pretty obvious what he's done there.
Could it be 2 birds with one stone, mate? We've got another 3 games coming thick and fast. Rebo's played, I think he's played for most minutes.
Yeah.
And that maybe a Walter and maybe in the booking.
It's clever in a sense, isn't it? Because if he don't get a book in this game, then it's no, even if he gets one in the next 2, he's not going to miss the 12th game, is he? So I can see his logic in that right enough. I mean, he's been a better player though, creative-wise. Alec will be doing his get a big cheesy on, won't he? Because the guy's been picked, so he thinks he's brilliant, doesn't he? So
Alec.
Aye, he thinks he's absolutely. I don't know where he gets that feel like,
I think he's gave up with football, mate, with Lundstrom at centre half. I think he's actually retired. Yeah, he's actually retired.
Honestly, we have murders. What he sees, I think he's his love child, to be honest with you. But I just don't see it in him at all, But that's what it is, isn't it? He might come in and
see Alex Kelly, but everyone in everyone.
Somebody's got to look after him, haven't they? You know what I mean?
Look at yourself, Port.
He'll be going nuts when he listens back.
Port, you all right there? He's gone, Andy. He's gone.
Oh, I know. Mind you, like when you get to see him, you'll know. You'll read him pretty well. The guy, like, he's all right. He's a good guy, all right.
Aye, well, mate, he's took some rubbing off here, particularly the last 10 days.
Oh, yeah, he's tuned right enough. The
voice of an angel.
Oh, definitely not.
Anyway, I see we're 1 to 16. I think we were 1 to 20. 1 to 16, 10 to 1 the draw, 28 to 1 Dundee United, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good, that is it? I did I got 10 to 1 for 5-0. I get
5-0. Jeez,
22 for 5-1. And then I did a silly one. I don't know that I won him to score. Well, you get 71 for 5-2.
I put in the correct score there, and the betting up I'm looking at, and 6-0, 16 to 1. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway, enough about that. But hopefully we play like a 1 to 16 team, and we get the victory. Port, people join us all the time. New Year back ways. Give us the team.
Team is Al McGregor, Patterson, Goldson, Tavernier, Bassey, Kamara, Lundstrom, Arfield, Hadji, Kent, Morelos. The substitutions are McLaughlin, Simpson, King, Aribo, Bacuna, Wright, and Fashion Jr.
You're struggling with Tavernier, aren't you? You know, listen, I still see it'll be a sort of 4-1, really. Well, or if you like, a 4-1-2-3, you know, depending, Andy. I don't know what you're thinking yourself.
No, as I said the other day to you, like, I get baffled with all the numbers. I just want to see them playing in the right positions, marking positions, pushing on when we need to push it on, defend when we need to defend, if you get what I mean. But yeah, on this newfangled that you just said there, I'll go with you. I'll believe you. I'll just watch it when it unfolds and see how it goes. I think we'll be all right if we come out with that attitude, you know.
Aye, if we play with that tempo and that desire that we did against St Johnstone, we'll win. What?
Aye, definitely, mate. Formation-wise, I think it's been pretty fluid. The way the formation's been changing. First of all, we all thought it was a 4-2-3-1, but it's been then we've seen like 4-1-4-1. It's pretty fluid, mate, the formation, and I like that. I like the way the defence do the defending and the attackers do the attacking, just like Andy's saying. If you want to simplify it, and I think it's been, you know, pretty good under Gio. 100% record in the league.
Okay. I tell you what we're going to do. We've got one of the fullbacks for the day, the one that you can produce. You can say his name correctly. We're going to hear from young Nathan. We'll see how he gets on the day and get his thoughts on starting at left back. Let's hear from young Nathan Patterson.
Give us your early impressions of what the new management team have brought to the club.
Just a new burst of life, really. All the players have really enjoyed working under the new boss. As I said, a new burst of energy, and they've brought different tactics, and everyone's on board with it.
Do you see this as an opportunity for yourself to really kick on further as a Rangers player and learn from this new coaching staff?
Yeah, of course. Anytime you work under a new manager, you obviously get the new opportunity to learn new things, and obviously he's a foreign manager as well, so it's good to learn different stuff, especially at a young age.
We've seen you deployed sometimes in a more advanced role under the new manager ahead of James Tavernier. How have you found playing there?
Yeah, obviously just getting on the pitch is a bonus, no matter where you play. Obviously I used to play there when I was younger, so I've still got an understanding of the position. And when you've got experienced players around you, helping you and talking you through the game, then it's easy.
Well, you're known as a right back. How has your upbringing in the academy helped you be adaptable when it comes to playing different positions?
Yeah, under 18s I played a good chunk of the season left back. I've played centre mid before as well, so you get exposed to different positions when you're coming up through the youth levels as well. So it's a good challenge for you, and it takes you on your career.
I guess it's maybe something that the new management team, the sort of Dutch style, that everyone's got to be able to play a different position. Is that something that you're comfortable doing? If asked to do so.
Yeah, of course. As I said, just getting on the pitch is a bonus, no matter where you play. And obviously, if you can play more than one position, you've got more of a chance of playing. So it's just a benefit to yourself.
It's approaching 2 years since your Rangers debut. Can you believe how quickly the time has gone? And do you now feel like an established part of the first team?
Yeah, to be fair, it's been quite quick. A lot of it's happened since then. But yeah, I feel a strong part of the first team now. Obviously been here for near enough 2 years now, so it's been great and enjoyed every minute.
What helped you adapt to life as a first team player?
Just the boys in the changing room, really. Coming from youth to a first team environment where there's a lot of pressure involved. The demands and the standards are a lot higher, but when you've got teammates with the experience in that changing room, then it's a lot easier.
How did you find adapting to the standards that are set and then raised here every single day? Yeah,
obviously there's high standards around at the youth level, but when you come round here, as I said, there's pressure on everything. You need to perform, and the standards of training is always top every day.
Seeing that you're very much a first team player, do you find yourself driving those standards with the players around you now?
Yeah, as I said, I've been here for nearly 2 years now at the first team, so obviously you get to become yourself, and it shows in training, and obviously when you're working with top players and the standards are high, that you demand of them as well.
It's the first time I've spoken to you since you scored your first goal for the national team away to Moldova. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, that was surreal for me, to be honest. A great moment for me and my family. Obviously scoring for your national team, and at a key stage in the qualifiers as well, so it was brilliant.
How much encouragement have you had from everyone at Rangers to push on with the national team?
Yeah, obviously the national team is one of the most important things in football, and I've got that support from all my teammates and coaches here as well.
Having had the taste of action at Euros, are you dreaming of what it might be like to represent Scotland at a World Cup?
Yeah. Obviously, I've joined when Scotland have actually started to play some good football and get good results, and just to be a part of the Euros was a great experience, but to have the opportunity to go and qualify for the World Cup is brilliant.
A level-headed young man. I think he's ahead of the curve. I mean, the international thing's been a bonus for him, but he needs more minutes, and if he can be successful at left back, he's geo problems, doesn't it? And that's what you want as a player.
100%, mate. It's like I said, versatility. Basically, utility man. It's classed as when I played. A player that can play in many different positions, and I think they're worth their weight in gold in a squad, mate. And if he can slip into right back, playing centre midfield, and then slip in at left back as when required, mate, that's absolutely amazing, because one guy can play in three positions. It gives you a headache, mate. Not long as you're in his aim position, but he can also fight for left back and if he's needed ever midfield, that can be where he can slip into as well, mate. So fair play to him, and he has got a lot of still got a bit of learning to do, I think, in my opinion, mate. But he's well ahead of the curve, like you always say. Yep, definitely.
He just wants to play games, Andy. That's what happens when you're a young man, isn't it? You just want to play games.
Well, I mean, I was quite impressed listening to him there. He didn't seem overawed by anything, the interview and all that. And was it you that all said round about the Euros when they did the Italian guy that went at left back? We might just stumble on it. Barrage is injured a few times.
Well, he was arguably the player of the tournament.
Enzo. De Lorenzo.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we might just stumble on something with Patterson.
He knows the Italian player, but he can't name our captain.
I noticed that. I'm not getting involved in that debate because I'll end up being the one getting in trouble. But yeah, I think we might just stumble on something, and you might find a place if Barrison does go or he gets injured long term. Patterson's your left back and Tavernier's your right back. So. That could happen. All good going forward. I just, my fear, I've said it a million times, I just don't want some big English club coming in for him here and turning his heat. I don't think he wants his heat to enough. I seen a thing about Gio saying that he's got long-term plans for Patterson, and he's spoken to him, and he's got plans for what he wants to do with him. So hopefully that comes, like what we're looking for, and long may it continue, because he is the future of Rangers Football Club, isn't he? These guys, Barisic and Tavernier, are not going on for too long now, so we've got to make sure that any good ones we've got, especially of Lorraine that's coming through, that we add onto them and get it for the team going forward. But I get football in modern day and all that stuff now, He has to wait. You're probably right when you look at the stats, the Tavernier and all that, right enough, I just mum my gums when I see him play, like I said the other night to Jimmy, he's good, Tavernier and all that, but he cannot read a flight of the ball in the air. He did another one there the other night, we could get that right, but he's doing well, and he's the captain, and we've got to back him right enough,
Aye, but I think sometimes, and I include myself in this way, you get players and they'll do 99 things right, and you jump on the one thing they do wrong, But
you wouldn't jump on it too much, though, if we didn't keep doing it. If we didn't keep doing it, you wouldn't be jumping on it. But he just cannot ride the. He just not. He just can't ride. He can't read the flight of the ball. I'm sticking my ground there.
99 things right does one rank port, but we do that as supporters, don't we?
We do, mate. And I get Andy's frustration, because you think head on the ball, mate. Come and attack your ball. Is it lack of, is it not being brave? I don't know.
You've always got to want to go and head it, innit?
Aye, that's what I mean, mate.
It's a different game for you, innit? It's a different game,
it's so easy to coach, mate. They should be thumping balls at them and making them come and attack. I don't know, mate. For me, it's the one of
I don't know if you can coach that, mate. You've still got to want to go and do it.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. It's bravery, isn't it? There's a bit of bravery involved, definitely, 100%.
Yeah, I used to love playing that side of it. Winning the ball in the air. Like, I used to love that when I played football. It was great. You go through the player as well. That was even better.
Well, take everything, mate. Take everything.
How are we doing, Big Al?
No bad. Who's thumping balls?
We play
with skill. We play with skill. Thumping balls.
Dinosaurs, Al. They're no modern men like me and you, mate.
I know. I'm not cultured.
No, not at all. Uneducated.
I wouldn't say that, like. But, maybe I would, actually. When you think about it now, right enough. Andy and Gravy Boy, yeah? Gravy Boy. How are you anyway? Good to hear your
good, mate. Good. I've got a new gravy boat
in.
I got a new gravy boat for his Christmas, mate.
Is it just an old shoe or something? An old welly boot? As they say in Australia, an old gum boot. Cut the tap off it.
What do you think of the team, Al?
Aye, so is that Patterson playing on the left? Aye,
looks that way.
I have no problems with that. He's a quality player. Maybe our manager's taking a wee leaf at Sir Walter Smith's book. Play your good players forever. We've still got a good game at him. I don't envisage any problems. As I say, he's a quality player, and the team looks stable. I'm loving this stability. Play your best team. He's playing his best team. He's getting results. So I don't envisage any problems. Looking forward to the game.
Aye, me too. I think I always look forward to the matches, even if I don't play well bizarrely. But I think when you're playing good stuff, Andy, you get a wee bit more excitement,
Yeah. Well, I just think it could be a good balance, that as well. I think you want somebody to defend more and all the left back, the right back, but just go at the right time. So I'm looking forward to that today, to be honest with you, and seeing how we're going. I want to punish these, I really do. I just do not like this mob at all. They've been at it with us for many years now, haven't they? So I'd like to see Rangers come out, get a couple of goals that I like, and then not sit back and control the game, go and murder the game, check them out completely. That would be the ideal for me today.
Get the first one, get the second one. And by the way, the funny thing now is, Port Bear, it's the third goal. The teams are hanging on. And we're going to have to get that third goal, because then that takes them in their knees, and then the game just becomes so much easier, doesn't it?
100%, mate. If you get the third goal usually kills the game, doesn't it? But under Gio, mate, since he's taken over, if you think that, the vast amount of games couple of games he's played in the first few weeks he's been in the club, it's as if they get to 2-0, mate. I don't know if it's just because it's a Christmas period and there's a lot of games coming thick and fast, but it seems to get comfortable, 2-0 up and control the game, just like they touched on. That's what I'm watching. And I see a lot of people on social media saying, a bit frustrating to watch a team when they're playing so well, and then they get to 2-0, and then they go, right, we'll sit back, control the game, and if we get another one, we get another one. If we don't, we don't. And it's still 3 points. I'm sensing some wee bits of frustration by some of the fans, but I understand it, mate, because if you think about it, how busy this schedule is over this winter period, it's, why exert yourself and exert the team and the lads when they can just see out the game if they've been 2-0 up. I totally understand it tactically, but I would like to see them go and get that third goal and absolutely kill the game, because once 2-0, if they get the goal, they're right back in it, aren't they?
Yeah. But scoring goals at the right time, a game of football, it doesn't always go your way.
No, I think we've been doing that, haven't we? I think he gets the important goals. Look at, they're brimming with confidence, aren't we?
Yeah.
There's look at Scott Arfield. I noticed when they wrote that guy off. I think majority of us had wrote him off. He's came back. He looks a different player. I take it you're starting to be impressed a wee bit with Hadji, because I'll tell you one thing.
Honestly,
I know. You know.
He's still not done it for me. I thought he was okay on Wednesday night. I thought he was okay, and at times done some nice turns. And made some decent runs after the ball, but I don't think he was our best forward player on Wednesday. Sorry.
Look, I think it's simple that he's got the wingers playing as wingers. Kent looks a far better player when he hugs that touchline, and then occasionally he'll come in. But I think he looks a far better player. Aribo's playing in a position, and then you've seen again on Wednesday night, Alfredo Morelos, when he's in that box, he's dynamite. It was a good goal for him. So I think he's got the players playing with confidence. He's got them playing in holding positions. And I think that gives him confidence. So I don't envisage us having any problems. I'd like to see maybe more goals, but a 2-0 and a 1-0 all day. But I think what we're getting is performances. I'm excited. I rushed home on the other night there in the morning to watch the game. I woke up now there just to watch the game before. It was getting a bit laborious in the past 7 games or so. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to next week, the week after. Yeah.
All right. Well, just get some information. We'll see if we can get the full Dundee United team. It looks as if their team's a bit depleted. But
does it matter?
No.
Deserves them, right?
But people joined us. Give us their team. See if you can pronounce all the players correctly this time.
Okay. McGregor, Patterson, Tavernier, Goldson, Bassey, Kamara, Lundstrom, Arfield, Hadji, Kent, Morelos. Substitutions are McLaughlin, Simpson, King, Aribo, Bacuna, Wright, and Fashion Sakala.
You were doing enough so well up to Bacuna.
He's in with these electrician lessons.
Again, there. Yes.
Can he take the gobstoppers out your mouth?
Aye, maybe he's got to start.
Maybe a big lump of gravy stuck in the side of his jaw. This is coming up to your season, right enough. You'll be cooking gravy all the time, your turkey and your roast spuds and all that.
Over everything, big man, over there.
You'll be going gravy daft.
I've got an intravenous drip set up for it, mate.
Try to get the pigs in blankets doing it, man. You need to shelve them.
Oh dear.
No, but it's good. I think everybody's. I was talking to a guy during the week. He's a Leeds United fan, but he keeps a very close eye on Rangers. Or no, he's highly impressed with the manager. Thinks it's a total difference.
Who's been the top 4 players for Yorkshire since Gaffer came in?
Oh, well, Joe
It's really made a difference.
Joe Aribo would be the guy who would have grabbed the headlines. But if I'm being honest, he's been my most consistent all season. You've got to take your hat off to the boy Bassey and Scotty Arfield, because they just appeared. Really, obviously, injuries made that Bassey was in playing, but they've grabbed their opportunity. They two have been excellent. They're the Gio Rain. Kent's fit, so you were getting the benefit of that. Sakala's just carried on being Sakala. He'll do outrageous things. But if I was picking the top 4, it'd be Joe Aribo, Glenn Kamara, Kelvin Bassey, and I would put Morelos in there because he looks a better player. But Scotty Arfield would be running Morelos close. Is that fair?
That's fair, mate. That's fair. No, but the Morelos one.
Can I add one to that?
Aye, McGregor and Goldson. Carry on now.
No, is Port Bear going to say? Because he'll probably say the person I'm going to say.
No, you go,
mate.
I think Taverniers looked a lot more confident.
There you go. On you go, Port.
I know, just to touch on Morelos, during the week, I think he looked, as you touched on earlier on, he looks fitter. He looks as if he's lost a couple of pounds. Because, for that goal, it was a wonderful goal that we all seen on Wednesday night, the team goal. He starts that, mate, and then he runs away from St Johnstone defenders. I've not seen him run away from any defenders for a long time, mate. So I think he's a new life under the gaffer, like many of the players have. So, with fair play to Morelos as well, playing between the sticks as well, where we want him. Big Al loves him through the middle, right in front of goal. So he's not doing all this trapping deep as much as he used to. So I just think it's just some difference, mate, in the squad, only for the fact of changing a gaffer and a coaching staff. It's been excellent.
Mm-hmm. We can't complain, can we? We can't complain.
No, not at all.
Really enjoying the football, really enjoying the positivity. If we're picking goals, Andy, should maybe get a third or a fourth goal. We would like to have scored a third against Hearts to make the game easier, but we're picking goals there, aren't we?
Well, it's been a trait all over the years with Rangers following Rangers. We used to do that back in the day when I was running about in my pump and all that. We get 2 or 3 up or a couple up and just play the game out, like when we could have gone on and beat it. I remember when we played Hearts, I can't remember if they got 4 players sent off and Richard Gough going to the players. I think we won about 4-0. And Richard Gough saying to him, don't score anymore, don't punish him. And I always remember it saying, you should have murdered them, never mind, they got themselves sent off. It's always been a trait with the Rangers. We get control the game, but you can't guarantee in every game at 2-0 that you're going to control it. It only takes 1 goal and then the game changes again, But if we can go out and get that third, it would take the pressure off and we'd all, watch it a wee bit more easier like we get. But that's just my way of thinking. I actually thought Morales his strip actually looked like it fit in there on Wednesday night, so he's definitely lost a few pounds. So that'd be good if he loses another couple and he's doing what a Big Al says and getting him straight through the middle. Because at the end of the day, he's a striker or a centre forward, as we call him. We want him up there and scoring the goals because he can do it, can't he?
Well, he started. He's on a good run of goal scoring form, Porter.
5-6, mate, under Gio. That's doing something right. Big Roy Mackay's obviously had a word in his ear as well. So, striking coach. So Betty Morelos is just going to benefit, mate, for the new coaching team and the coach Roy Mackay, one of the world's, Europe's greatest strikers, mate. If I'm totally honest. So speaks the language as well. Speaks Spanish. He's playing in Spain for so long. So Morelos has just got it all going for him now, mate. He's on fire.
Aye. Do you notice, Big Al, have you noticed that the teams seem closer together?
Yeah, I think that. You seen what was that tackle and they all kind of got in about each other? Was that the Livingston game? The Hearts game, and they all kind of ran in to each other. Who was it? I think it was Barisic grabbed somebody by the throat or something. Aye. Look, that closeness I think's always been there, but it was all obviously something wasn't right at the mill, wasn't there? But I'm slightly confused when Andy was in his pomp. I can't remember Richard Gough playing in any of 50s teams.
Wait a minute, I'll just get another swallow. I'll just get another swallow of Big Al. Yeah. Move it up a wee bit. Just go up to the 60s, and I'm round about that time. You'll be all right then, like
they're close. They seem happier. They're winning games. I think that'll bring you close together, won't it? You win games, brings you your confidence. I think they've always been there for each other, but just some slight tweaks. I like the fact that the wingers are holding the bylines, the strikers in the box. Aribo's playing his game. The defenders are defending. You look at big Beckenbauer. I showed the guy that goal the other night there. When he's put that ball out, Aribo's done that touch and put it in the back of the poke and one goal. Like he was highly impressed. And he said to me, he says, if that was an English Premiership, it'd be all on your Twitters or Facebooks and all that, like, so. Aye. Long may it continue.
Here.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy with the manager, like,
Here. Aye, what? How's it going to go for you today, Port Bear? Time for predictions.
Yep, I think Rangers will win 3-0. My scorers will be Morelos, Kent, and I'm going to go for a wee Lundstrom goal today, mate.
I'm sticking with my 3-0 as well, with Morelos, Kent, and Fashion Sakala. There you go.
Right.
No, Sakala.
Right, he'll score. He's quick, man, isn't he? You can't.
Oh, he's on form today.
On the ball, man. Oh, I knew that was coming, man. Even at shows, we're all predicting what each other's going to say now. That's how good.
Maybe we spend too much time with each other, Al.
I know. I fall asleep to these every morning listening to these, man.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I don't know how to take that, Andy.
I'm not going to tell you I woke up the other afternoon there to go to work, man. The morning glory, and I was thinking of bridge. A dream.
I'm glad it wasn't me.
I was the same. I was the same, man. I hit it with a pot.
I'll let you answer that one, Andy.
Oh, no, I can keep it. Hi, I've got a mallet. I'll hit it.
But I hold the pot right enough. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I know.
How's the game going today, Alan?
Morelos a brace, Aribo a screamer, and I noticed when I looked at the team, Lundstrom another screamer.
Aribo's on the bench, you know that, do you?
But he's got to come off the bench and a screamer.
And you booked yourself, right? That was just doing luck. Andy.
I think it'll be free. I fancy a 3-0 with a Patterson goal amongst them. There you go.
Goals through the team today, then, lads. That's what we're getting for all your predictions and scores, which I like to see. Goals through the whole squad.
Aye, I'm 3-0 for me, but I'm hoping we get more, Andy. I'm hoping we get more. Yeah. What's your bet today?
I took a 5-0, as I say, I only got 10 for that, so I put 3 on that, and then I got a 5-1. I think that was 17 or something. But I did a daft one. I put 2 on 5-2. I got 70-1 for that. So not that I wanted to lose any goals, right enough, but I'm just thinking if it comes in, there's a lot of bottles of vodka there that'll get me through the next 3 games. So.
Did you put that on? Did you put that on, or did you give the money to your bookies runner?
No, I went up before the game, but I started drinking before I went out. I forgot to put the bet on, so I had a bloody walk up, didn't I? But never mind, they're on anyway.
For those that's catching us late, Port Bear, use the team quickly, mate.
Team is McGregor, Patterson, Bassey, Goldson, Tavernier, Lundstrom, Hadji.
Glad you're not in a hurry. You're my work on Tuesday.
Kamara, Kent, Morelos. Substitutions are McLaughlin, Simpson, King, Aribo, Bacuna, and Wright, Fashion Sakala Jr.
He's all right with the talking. He's just not so good with the reading, Big Al.
Aye. He's got it in pictures. They sent him in pictures.
Aye. He gets a pictures of the players. It takes him a while to work them out, you know what I mean? You know, right, okay. 3-0, pretty positive. Andy's went for some crazy bets. Big Al's feeling a love. Fox, he's just like a man possessed. He's walking about with a big smile on his face. I don't know what's happened to him, Port Bear.
He's found the phone number for Nurse Gladys again.
I think during the week, Al. I think possibly during the week, big man.
Good on him. Is there any of the things you call links to the game? I don't think Rangers TV's working here. I can't get it to fire up.
I don't know if it'll be on yet. You can get it in Rangers TV.
It's coming on at past.
All right, I'll find out for you, and I'll find out. But you can get it anywhere, even in Scotland now, but you can't get it in England. Bizarrely, Andy.
Aye, it's strange, isn't it? Right enough. I mean, I've always said that they should be putting them games on, letting anybody want a pay-per-view them doing in England and all, because it's not going to affect any English game. You know, so, you know, the many Rangers fans over the years have gone with, you know, standing outside their phone boxes and all that. I mean, it's a lot better over the last few years because you find it light enough. But they should be putting it out. There's many Rangers fans all over the world, especially in England, you know, that they could make a packet off of that, I'm pretty sure. You know,
he's standing out there like Superman, ready to do the quick change.
I'll tell you a story one day, Al, about the door that was missing off the phone box, and I got a wallop off the police for it, right enough. I'll tell you, you know what I mean. They asked me where it was, so I told them it was in my back pocket, so I wattled me round the chin, like, you know. What the hell was that? Where do I know where the door is, like, you know? But it was funny, like, my missus didn't find it funny at the time, like, but...
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, enjoy the match, everybody. Last word, Port Bear.
Aye, positive win the day, mate. Takes you 7 points clear of that mob. So, you know, onwards and upwards. And I'll speak to you after the game.
Big Al, I hope you enjoy your watching the game, mate. Check the lobby.
Right, I will.
Yep.
Yes.
Andy, always a pleasure, mate.
Aye, it's great getting to chat with you.
Some of your bits stomped, and we'll be back
approximately. As long as we win, Ops, that's all that matters.
Here, mate. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle. Take it away, old school boy.
Who's that team they call it? Just who's that team they all adore? They're the boys who loyal blue and strong as talent, and they're out to show the world what they can do. Some people say Real Madrid the greatest football team, and even heard the Anderlecht the best they've ever seen. The Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur too. There's Arsenal, Chelsea, Blackburn, just to name a famous few. Who's that team they call it again? Just